All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. I know it's a little late, but I'm always up this time. If you guys don't know anything about me, I'm always up late, working on stuff, working on videos, things like that. And today I put out a video about Nifty, and this feature has been out for a while, but I have never used it. So I saw that new video that Tech and Sports put out today that he had a new AI lister, and he said something in the video. He said that this was the first of its kind, like an AI lister that uses photos. And then it just clicked in my head. I was like, I think Nifty already has one of those. So I was like, what, let me just try Nifty's AI cross lister for the first time. Never used it before. It's always been there, but I just have never used it. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to use it. And I freaking love this thing. I don't know why I haven't used this thing at all. It is absolutely insane. So what's up, Amy? What's up, Blended? Why don't you guys tell me how good Nifty's AI cross lister is? Yeah, I even showed it to Chris. I showed it to Surfs, and they're like, holy crap. Like, I didn't realize how good all of us have just been listing on eBay, and then we download our listings into Nifty, and then we cross list. And we've never actually used the AI lister. I've been talking to Nifty for like an hour now. I'm like, why haven't I ever used this thing? It's just wild that I haven't used it. So I'm going to show you a little tutorial right here. I'm going to show you on my screen because Kayla took photos of like 40 items on Tuesday so we could cross list throughout. Yeah, it's the best thing. I don't know why I haven't used it. It's been there for like, I think a year, and I have literally never used it. But I have listings done on eBay right now. So I'll share my screen over to eBay. And I have photos of these. I'll have for 1 month. So like this listing right here, I'm about to bring over to Nifty on my phone. I can't show you my phone when I do this. It's going to be the same concept as the video that I just put out though. And I'm going to bring this over and use Nifty to create this listing. Hold on, I got to slide this over so I can read chat. So this Polo Ralph Lauren pair of pants, I'm going to draft on Nifty right now. So what's different from a regular listing? What do you mean? Like a regular listing? Like this is, we usually do our listings like this. Like we list on eBay and then we download those listings into Nifty and then we cross list them. But the fact you can do all of that and have Nifty build everything for you is absolutely wild. I don't know why I'm having so much fun tonight because I'm literally just cross listing with this tool. So hold on, let me add some photos in. I'm doing this on my phone. I don't know if you can see this. Let me make my screen bigger again. I'm doing this on my phone right now on Nifty. So that Polo Ralph Lauren listing, as you can see, I'm on Nifty on my phone, and I'm about to pop in here and add my photos for those pair of pants. Let me see. Kayla took all these photos, so I gotta find them. And I just put them in the same order that I would usually put them in when I'm listing on eBay. So those are my photos. You can see I've checked all those photos, add them in, and now you can see it's uploading all those photos right into Nifty. And then as soon as these are uploaded, I'm going to be able to hit that purple button that says generate listing. So I hit generate listing. Now it's going to tell me, just like I showed in the video, to select the photos that give the most detail about the item. So basically I'm just going to pick the front and back of the pants. And then I'm gonna add my tag photos so that way you can read the size, the fabric content, all that stuff. And then you just select men, because it's a men's pair of pants. And at the bottom, you hit generate. I haven't used the bulk lister. She was telling me about that. She's like, use the bulk lister. So I'm definitely gonna try the bulk lister out. Right now it's analyzing the listing. You can see that right there. Analyzing. This is all web-based, and now it's created my listing for me. Look at this title. You're going to see the title in a second. So let me go through. You can see the title right there, but you're going to see it on my screen in a second. I'm going to share my screen. Let me just make sure all this is correct. The only thing is I don't have measurements in any of my listings because we didn't usually take measurements, but now obviously we are. So I'll show you how I fix that. And I'm going to hit draft this, save as draft, and then we'll go through and we'll do the rest of the draft on the computer so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So that's now saved as a draft on Nifty. And then I can go on the computer. So again, same photos that we just took. You can see the listing was on eBay. We are drafting it on eBay. Obviously it's done right here. But now I'm going to use Nifty because Nifty is so much more fun to use than doing all this work. So all I need right here is my measurements. So now I'm going to hop over to Nifty. I'm going to copy these measurements really quick. Because, like I said, I didn't take photos of the measurements, so they won't be in the listing. I'm on Nifty. As you can see, we're going to go to drafts, and there is my listing right there. Inside Nifty in the drafts. I'm going to click on that listing. It's going to have all the same photos that I had on eBay. There's the title that Nifty built for me. The only thing it's missing compared to my title is the word twill. And there's no way it could tell from the photos that it's a twill pair of pants. So what I can do is just add the word twill into here. And then it has everything else correct. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the measurements right here. So there's my measurements. They're all put in. There's all the keywords that it built. Now I'm going to put my price in. These are going to be $24.99. Cost of goods is $7.47, I think, right? $7.47. Yep, $7.47. I don't have a custom SKU yet because I haven't put this in. I haven't done shipping presets yet, although I'm going to do shipping presets because that will make this even faster. As you can see, Poshmark is 100% correct. Has my price put in from the front. Store category, I need to put this in men's. And then my shipping policy needs to be buyer pays ground advantage. Just sold something, 911.2. Return policy is buyer pays returns, immediate payment. Everything else is correct. As you can see, this is all correct. And then all you do is just hit list item. And now that item's being listed across all platforms. Boom. That is wild. I used to download these in and do these all individually. How come you guys didn't tell me about this? Blended did a while ago. That's insane. What is your code for Nifty? I have Vendu now, but I like the AI of Nifty. I'll put it in my description, or put it in the chat really quick. Hold on. I'm gonna be doing this. So the girls are gonna be at a movie most of the day tomorrow. I'm literally gonna be cross-listing with Nifty tomorrow. The fact that I've been promoting this platform, I've been promoting this platform for years, and I did not know how good that cross-lister was. We're gonna do another one just because this is so much fun. I'm having so much fun doing this. How many credits does it take to do that? 4? Yes, it takes 4 credits. So the one thing about doing your listing on eBay and downloading it in is you don't use a credit to do that. So your listing is done on eBay. It doesn't count as a listing on Nifty. But who cares? Because I'd rather spend that credit and just do it all on Nifty. It's so much more fun. Let me see what else. I have to delete this listing off eBay now because I don't want to double list it. So let me go through, delete this listing. Let me find out what other photos she has done, and I'm just going to walk you guys through it. I'm using since no way I could go back. Yeah, I literally have never used it. I've told people I don't use it because I'd rather do my listing on eBay, but I was 100% wrong. And it took me watching Tech and Sports video and seeing how his lister used, and I was like, let me try Nifty's really quick. I tried Nifty's and I was like, holy crap, this is so much better. And it literally lists it. You press one button and it lists it to all 4. Pew. Pew. Yeah, that's wild. I use a tool nonstop for everything. All I do, yeah, this is crazy. So I just posted this to my stories. This is wild. That, like, I had to message her afterwards and be like, is this really how this works? This right here, it took Kayla like 5 minutes to figure out exactly what the style name of this sweater was. We put the photos in Nifty and it brought the style name in. We didn't add that in. I literally just added the same photos that were already in our draft, and it brought in the actual style name of this jacket. Yeah. Nice meeting you. What's up, Steve? What's up? You called me at a bad time too. I was like super tired. When you were talking to me, I felt bad afterwards. I was like, I didn't give him a good conversation because usually I try to give people who come up to me good conversations. And I was so tired that day. I drove all the way there. Kayla was supposed to be there with me, but she had to stay home with the baby because he was up all night. And I was like, man, I feel bad. So next time we run into, I'm gonna give you a good conversation. But I was just so tired that day. Do you have to have an app open into another tab for the listing? No. So delist, relist works without you having a computer running. That's one thing that's different from Vendu. If you look at my link tree, I do promote Vendu just because Vendu has whatnot cross listing and Nifty doesn't yet. But one thing that differs from Vendu and other platforms and Nifty is cloud-based. So everything is done through the cloud. You don't have to have a computer, an app running. You don't have to have your phone on. Everything will delist. Everything will share throughout the day. You'll do delist, relist as well throughout the day. You don't need a phone or app running. All the automation tools. All the automation tools, these right here, are all done without anything running. So you can see self shares, all this. This just reset because it just turned 12 o'clock. So that's why these are all at 0. But earlier, if you watched my video, you saw all the numbers on these. These will slowly share throughout the day. Also, the Poshbot works, it slowly shares. So you don't ever have to worry about getting like banned or anything like that. It'll do it. They do it so it doesn't get you banned. The other thing to be aware is if you use background removal, it costs you 1 token per picture. Yeah, I don't use background removal, so I don't have to worry about that. But yes, if you use background removal on Nifty, you can have it remove the background. That's another feature that I have never even used before. But I use a white background, so I don't have to worry about that. Only thing is the item specific in the description can sometimes be incorrect. Sometimes gets measurements. So I talked to her about that actually today, Tyler. And yeah, if you take photos of just like the measurements of the tool that you're taking measurements on, sometimes it does get it incorrect. What she said is when you take your measurements, get like a dry erase board, like one of those little dry erase boards, and write your measurements on it. Say pit to pit, 24 inches, or do whatever your measurements, pit to pit, top to bottom. And if you do that, it'll actually read that board and put that into your listing for you. So it automatically does it. So that way it doesn't have to read. It's trying to read where the number is, and sometimes it messes up. But if you put it on a board, like just write it down really quick, dry erase board, wipe it off when you're done. Take that photo, put it in your listing. It'll put it right into your listing for you. So you don't have to do that. Or you don't really need it because it's already in your listing. But shoulder be listening instead, just watching. Listening should be listening. Oh, gotcha. You said shoulder. You should be listening. Yes, I should be listening too, but now I'm talking because I had to hop on. I was just playing around with listing for like the last 20 minutes. Can you share the video editing software you use for your regular videos and shorts? I use InShot. It's an app. If you go to InShot, I'll type it in the chat. That app, if you go to the App Store and download it, that's the one I use. It's a paid app. I don't think they have a free version. They might, but I use the paid version. What time do you go to sleep? I'll go to sleep at 2, and then I'll wake up at 9, and then I'll be awake, and you'll see me tomorrow morning shipping orders. Do you have a general number? I promote everything at 7% across the board. I used to do 9. I dropped it to 7. I'll play around with 7 for a little bit. If I get just as many sales as I did at 9, I'll probably drop it to 5. Just filling out all item details, like all item specifics. The more item specifics you fill out, the better for the algorithm. We used to not fill them all out, but if Nifty fills them all out for us, we're not gonna worry about it anymore. When's the next YouTube show giving tips? Everyone's eBay store. When Surfs comes back, he wants to do one. It seems like every time he goes on vacation, he thinks about me a lot, and then he wants to do a live with me. So I guess when he comes back, I think he comes back on Saturday or Sunday, so probably sometime next week. Autocorrect is the worst. All right, we're going to do another listing just because this is so much fun. Let me see. I got to look at which photos I have in my phone because some of these she took on her phone and some of these are on my phone. So let me see. Let me see what we have. All photos. Ooh, here's a good one. This is a bolo too. Let's see if it pulls this one up accurately. I'll actually be surprised if Nifty is able to pull this up accurately. And I'll show you the listing here in a second. So here's the listing I'm going to try to bring in. Again, we drafted all these because I knew about this tool, but I didn't ever use it. And now we're using it. Unreal Golf, really good brand to look out for. There's 2 of them right there. We're going to bring this in to Nifty. All right, photo library. Let me find the photos on my phone. There they are. Boom, 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 boom. So 5 photos, easy peasy. Just bringing them in. bringing them in, bringing them in, bringing them in. I'll try to show you guys my phone as I'm doing this. It's a little hard to do on the computer. You can see I just brought in all those photos on my phone. And then I'm going to hit the generate listing button, the purple button. And this is a men's piece, generate. Kayla actually found these in Goodwill. Unreal Golf is a really good brand to look out for. He always misses me. Do you have a good discount for Nifty? Yeah, my discount code is, I put it in the chat. If you scroll up, hype. Hold on, let me put it in the chat again. This code gives you a 7-day free trial. It's a limited free trial. You won't be able to use all the features for like a long time. You just limited. You get to use like the features like 5 times or something like that. But then if you like it, you get 15% off your first month using that code. Or you can just go to nifty.ai on the web, and when you're creating a new account, use code KWayShop, and you'll get that free trial. All right, here's the. Did it bring in the name? Why have I not been using this? Holy cow! You guys are about to see on the computer. This is crazy. Look at this. There's the listing right there. It brought in the name of a very, very niche brand. Unreal Golf is probably one that most of you don't even know. And it was able to bring this in, and has the Barstool Sports hit on the front. That's wild. That's wild. Here's my listing. So the only thing I have to add in here, again, I didn't take any photos of the measurements, so they won't be in there because we never did before, but now we definitely are. What app are you using to generate your SKU number? I don't use an app. I use a Dymo 450. It's a label printer to use to get that. I'll share my video with that in a second. So I'm gonna, oh, that's not what I want. I added the title. I want this. I want this. This is what I want. The measurements for my eBay listing. All right, there's my measurements. Price, I have to look up the price still, so I'll do that afterwards. Price, cost of goods for this is $747, I believe. Should be $747 because we bought this at Goodwill. So cost of goods, $747. The cool thing about this is when you add the cost of goods in here, when your item sells, it automatically gets added into your analytics feature. That's the best part of that. I don't have the price again. Shipping will be down here. Store category will be men's. Shipping policy will be buyer pays ground advantage. Return policy, this will be free returns. This will be £1. Immediate payment. I don't want to do any minimum offer, so we're good with that. Scroll down here. Everything will be put in. Unreal is not a brand in Mercari, so that's why it's not there, but it is a brand in Depop. And then I'm going to update this draft. Update draft. And then draft has been updated. You can see right there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to eBay and we're going to look this item up on. Oh, I'm still showing eBay. Did I just show eBay the whole time? No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. All right, so this is already done. I can delete this draft from eBay now. Don't need this draft anymore because it's on over there. And now we're going to go look this up. Let me read chat really quick. I guess so many great keywords. Yeah, I mean that just pulled like the name of the sweater. That's wild. This may change my listing life. Again, I've been promoting this. I watched Tech's video today. Tech and Sports, great guy. By the way, he made an excellent product. It's going to work really well for his audience. This is not any shade towards him. I know people probably think like shade is being thrown towards him. No, he's like the GOAT. He knows everything. His software is going to be great for people that just want to list on eBay. It's going to pull all the great keywords in and do all that great stuff. It's going to be amazing for them. But it doesn't cross-list to multiple platforms. So for my audience, this platform works amazing. And I'm glad he put out that video because it brought my attention to Nifty. I was like, let me try Nifty's out for a second. Let me see how theirs work. And clearly I'm like stunned by how well it works. I should have been using this thing for like the last year. Like I could have had mom just take photos and create drafts for me. And she probably could have done 50 drafts in a day. And she was doing like 20 to 25 because she was having to search all this stuff. She didn't have to. Does Nifty make good titles for listings? So that's the title it just created. This is the title for this listing. The one thing I talked to her about today is she is going to add men's and women's into the title. As you can see, this one just added men's into it, so she might have already done that change in the back end. But yeah, that's the title that it created for me. And she said that based off what eBay told her is the best title structure is what she did for clothing. So this is exactly how eBay told her to title her listings. She had talked with an eBay rep while she was creating the program. That's exactly how the eBay rep told her to create the listing. So yeah, that's pretty freaking wild. That's pretty freaking wild. You can also go into settings and you can remove some of the description. Yeah, I already did that. I changed it from the pretty description to the what is it? What is it called? Let me show you. I know exactly what you're talking about. I did it on my phone though. I don't know how to do it on here. I don't see the settings. Oh, there it is. I'm dumb. It's right at the top. Settings right at the top. Click the settings and then you can add your shipping presets. That's something I need to do. And then I changed my introduction to simple. So instead of engaging, which makes it a big old long one, I just changed it to simple because I feel like a lot of people don't read this part. They're just going to read the rest of it. So I changed it to that, but you can add a custom footer. So if you want to say like something like, for example, if you sell like that tie store does, and it's like buy one, get one, you can say reminder, all ties in my store are buy one, get one. My freaking spacebar doesn't work. Why is it spacebar work? Get one. Oh, it's auto correcting. She's got to fix that too. But yeah, you can just add that at the bottom. So you can put a custom footer down there. Whatever you want as your custom footer, you can put at the bottom. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I got to fix a little bit of stuff because I just discovered this. Yeah, I need to do that. Like you have an eBay, I need to do that. I need to do that tomorrow. I'll be playing around with this a lot, like shipping presets. So like my clothing that's 11 ounces or 10 ounces, I'll already have a preset for that. So I can just click a button and it'll automatically do it all for me. Like that's insane. The AI is amazing. I've been using it and has increased my sales with great keywords. Yeah, things that you wouldn't even thought of. That's what I'm seeing. Again, I've been pushing this for a while. Obviously, you guys have heard Nifty a lot on my lives. I have never ever tried the lister ever. It's been around for a while. It's not like it was just created today. It's been around for a while. So you guys are gonna see a lot of listing lives now because this is fun. I can literally take you guys with me, go out to the garage, take some photos, come back in, and then set up a listing live and you guys can watch me just list. I'll just take it from my phone. You'll see me right here adding my phone in. You can ask me questions and you can do a bulk list too. So you can list like 5 to 10 items all at once and put them into your drafts and then finalize the listings on the computer, do all your pricing research, all that stuff, and then add it into your piece. The custom condition descriptions you did was an issue. Is there a place for that on Nifty? Okay, the custom condition descriptions you did there was an issue. What do you mean, Shannon? I'm not following what you're saying. Is there a place on that on Nifty? Custom condition descriptions, like on eBay? Like pre-owned, you don't need to do that anymore on eBay. You just do the condition of the item, which is excellent condition, excellent pre-owned, and it'll automatically get put on into eBay like that. Yeah, I'm trying to find the condition actually right now. Let me see. Is there a condition description on here? There's got to be, right? Brand, department, men's, shipping, weight, best offers, UPC, performance, closure, sleeve. I must be missing it. I must be looking over it. This is at the top. My eyes hurt because it's too late. It's too late to be doing this. Oh, right here. Duh. It's right there. It's right in front of my freaking face. Right here. You just put in excellent, and this will automatically put it in for eBay for you. So if it was good condition, if you feel like it's not excellent condition, it's good condition, you just click this and it automatically puts it in for you. You have an extra area to put descriptions on eBay. Oh, right here. See? Add condition description, eBay only. Pink. Right there. So if you wanted to put something in like this item is used and there's just a small spot on the sleeve or something like that, right there, just add that in. I probably won't do that anymore. I'll just put in excellent. I don't need to worry about that anymore. Yeah, gotcha. Found it right there. Like I said, I'm learning this too. I'm literally learning this too with you. The bulk tool feels like magic. Throw up 30 listings and watch them all generate. Yeah, and it's fast. Whoops, I clicked the wrong one. It's fast too. It's like super fast when it generates. I thought this would take a while. It's really quick. And then the listing part's really quick too. If you've ever used Vindu, you got to go through and individually like list. Even if you do a bulk list, it takes a while to do that. Here, it doesn't take that long. So, and you can schedule. She was talking to me about that right before the live too. I didn't tell her I was going to go live, but she said that you can schedule drafts. So you can bulk generate. Let's say you take one day, right? You take one day and you take all your photos in one day, and then you can just upload all those photos right into Nifty, and then when you're ready to schedule, you can schedule those out, and then they'll literally put them out for you. Bink. So 10 per day. You take 40, 4 days in a row, you put 10 out, it'll automatically do all that for you, and it cross lists it. Boom, puts it on all 4 platforms for you too. Now it only filled out, yeah, so if it only fills out that much, you can always add extra characters in. So that's one thing I can talk to her about too, is making sure, like, she has a lot of keywords down in the actual listing itself. If it could just bring up like 1 or 2 of those keywords into the title, I think that could help. But while you're listing too, if you see something you can add, right? Like for example, this listing right here, right? AI is not going to be perfect every time. I don't care who makes an AI tool. None of your AI tools are going to be perfect. There's always going to be something in there. But for example, this is a Barstool Sports hit. So I want to add a Barstool Sports hit in. So what can I take away? Because Barstool Sports is more than 13 characters. I'm going to take out the word training, because I feel like training is not as important as Barstool Sports. There. And I could add another keyword in there, but I feel like that's good enough. So there we go. And now that automatically updated against all platforms too before I listed this item. So that's pretty freaking cool. But yeah, no matter what AI you use, there's going to be something that you could always add to it, or add your own touch to it, right? Because AI is going to use its own touch, and you're like, hey, this is how I do my listings. Let me do that. So it'd be cool if she's able to train the AI to, like, if you make changes, that it automatically puts those changes. So if you put men's in the beginning of your listing instead at the end, and it notices you keep moving that stuff, if it'll notice it and then like automatically do it for you, that would be pretty cool. I'm sure she can build it in, because there's a lot of AI tools that do that. I'm trying to develop a reselling business. I know you have a lot of tips posted already, but can you give advice on starting and grow? Start selling items in your house first. If you've already started doing that, take as much money as you can and roll it back into your business. Try to take as little out of your business as you possibly can, and just keep putting as much as you can back in. If you're working a full-time job, work that full-time job, work that full-time side job, because that's usually what it ends up being, and then take as much as you can, roll it back in the business until the business gets big. Once it gets big, then you leave your regular job, because your business is paying all your bills. No, but I've been texting him. Unfortunately, Jennifer, he's gonna love this too, because he's a very, very lazy man. He's gonna love this. Got listing every day for 2 weeks at a time. Yeah, Kayla's going to love this, because Kayla's been taking our photos and doing the whole listing process, and the fact she doesn't have to actually create the listings anymore is going to be so nice for her. So nice. I asked Nifty if it would be possible in analytics to put a month-over-month comparison, so you can see how it's trending month for month. So yeah, she probably watched this too. So she should make that happen. That's a good idea. She's always listening. She also told me if I see anything in the listings that I think could be better, like the AI tool, she could fix it. And it looks like she already put in, it used to not show the gender in the title. I told her that today, and she already added it in. So that took her no time at all to add that in. I know it's a request, but they should add offer up as well. How many people actually sell an offer up? I feel like offer up I would rather her work on whatnot first. Whatnot first. Her as in Neha. Neha is the one who runs Nifty, so I always say her because I know her personally. But whatnot first. Whatnot first. I know you want offer up, but I feel like not as many people would use offer up. Most people would use whatnot first. What is this called again? Unreal Elite Pullover. Brought it right up. We didn't even call it an elite pullover in our first listing. All right, used. There's 83 currently listed in used condition. This is a great piece. I wonder if it says what kind of sell-through rate. So it's a 50% sell-through rate. It's not amazing sell-through rate, but see, $36. The ones with the Barstool Sports hit. I wonder if Barstool helps. Okay. There's 8 sold. And there's no way there's 91. Dude, we didn't just go from that to that. There's no way. That doesn't make any sense. These are all different Barstool Sports hits, though. And these are bringing in polos now, too. Doesn't make any sense. But anyways, we'll just go to solds. Right here. This is the one I'm going to price against. This one. As you can see, they're selling. They're selling very, very rapidly. We're going to go with $34.99 plus ship. $34.99 plus ship. When do you sleep? No, there's no such thing as sleep. Why? Who sleeps? Do you sleep? No, I'm going to go to sleep after this. I just, right before I go to bed, I always find like things to mess around with, and then I always stay up late. This is a new one. So there we go. We added our price in there. Price automatically comes down. It drops down into all the other ones as well. I gotta put my package details in here. 911.2. You notice how that turns red. So as you're scrolling, whatever you need to add to list, it'll automatically list or automatically pop up for you. So you know what? All that stuff looks perfect. I don't think I need to change anything. That item's being offer up is great for designer clothes, maybe, but to be honest, I haven't heard many people actually offer up. I've heard a lot of people use Whatnot, so I think her next task is Whatnot. And then she was thinking Facebook Marketplace after that. Whatnot and Facebook. How does this way recommend a price or a small? There we go. It's listed. Back to inventory. That one took a little longer than the last couple have, but it could be because I'm streaming too. There you go. Cross-listed against all platforms. What service does that for you? That fast too. Holy cow. Where have you been all my life? Hold on, I'll read your comment in a second. Boom, drafts. Okay, I just want to make sure that's deleted. I don't want to double list that. It's a brand that people don't know yet. Has great resale, great clothes. Which one? Unreal? Unreal Golf? Unreal Golf's a good one. Oh, my eyes are starting to get watery now. Now I'm starting to get tired. So does this way recommend a price or assume that you still need to research it? You still need to research the price. I know when Tech put out his video today, I noticed that his puts in the price for you. I'm just wondering how it does that. If it just does it like eBay does, because eBay recommends a price for you too. If you don't look up each and every keyword, you're going to get different prices. But I would still look up prices. It only takes a couple extra seconds to throw them in. And usually, like if I'm listing a Ralph Lauren shirt, I already know the price I'm going to put in. So one thing I wish it did was have, instead of lowering a price for each month, it would lower at other intervals like 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. It can do that, but you got to delist. You got to do a delist, relist in those intervals. So let's see. Let's walk through this. Let me try to figure this out. You got to do a delist, relist in those intervals. It won't do it separate. You can show advanced options. Yeah. You can do it, but you got to change this. And no, it's every 30 days, isn't it? Yeah, I could talk to her about that because you can change the intervals on Poshmark, so you should be able to change the intervals on this to different intervals. That might be something that's easy for her to add. I'll talk to her about that. She's probably watching too. For relisting, yeah. Yeah, she has it set to where you can change the time on Poshmark, but she doesn't have it on eBay. It's only midnight here. Yeah, it's only 1 o'clock here. Unreal, yeah, Unreal's great. Unreal Golf is great. It's a great one, especially the pants. We never found the sweaters. We found the sweaters at Goodwill recently, but we hadn't found the sweaters before before these that we found. So I'm gonna list all this stuff tomorrow, and I'm not gonna use eBay to do it. I think I have one more Unreal that I can list on live. Since I already know the price on that one, I might as well list this other one too. Add. Boom. Photo library. I wish I could share my phone, but I don't have any smart tech to be able to do that. We just listed the blue one, so we'll list the gray one next. How's everyone using with the Poshmark rules? Got my 7-day sit down due to selling many new items. Yeah. So, did you reach out to them? Did you like send them a message and let Poshmark know that you were just delisting sold items? Because I've heard pretty much most people that have said that to them have got their account reinstated. Joey's coughing. So if you reach out to them and let them know, and then also share your sales, so screenshots of your eBay sales with them, and say like, hey, look, this item sold on eBay, this item sold on eBay, this item sold on Depop. I had to delist these. You told me in the rules that we're allowed to delist these. From what I understand, they're allowing you to come back, and they're unbanning you. Have you done any pants yet? I just did pants earlier, yeah. My first listing I did on this live, if you go back to the beginning of the live, was pants. If you watch the replay too, it'll show it. But yeah, I'm doing what I have in my phone, because Kayla took photos on her phone and on the phone that's synced up with this phone. Just gotta copy this really quick. And then we're gonna go back over to Nifty. Place, boom, boom. We're gonna go back to the inventory. We're gonna go back into the drafts. Here's the Unreal one that I just did. Second one, gray one. And then all I need to do is add that measurement in there, because I don't have photos of the measurement, so it wouldn't be able to know to do that. We're gonna add the price in, $34.99, just like the other one. Cost of goods is $7.47. Again, I'm going to set these up tomorrow, so I can just click on this and it'll do all the rest for me, but I don't have that set up just yet. So we're going to go down. This is going to be men's. Item specific type, I guess it's casual. Has it under activewear tops? And I don't really think probably shouldn't be under activewear tops, right? It's under sweatshirts and hoodies. I guess it's fine. It's an activewear piece. Free returns, immediate payment, shipping policy is buyer pays ground advantage. Put this as £1, 9.11.2. Everything else should be put in correctly. Yeah, sweatshirts there. Sweatshirts, everything looks good. List. And now we let it list. This is a lot of fun. This is fun. There you go. Item's been listed. Then you go back to inventory. You can do another item if you wanted to. There it is. So there's the pants I did earlier. This is the listing it created. The only word it was missing when I created this listing was the word twill. Didn't have the word twill in there. But it adds a whole bunch of other keywords. By the way, the one item that I did earlier today in that video, here's the item that was in the video earlier today. It's sold on Poshmark. It literally sold in an hour after I made that video. Actually, I was editing that video, about to put it out. I was putting captions on that video, and boom, that shirt sold. So that tells you that the keywords that it puts in works, because it sold really fast. They left me alone after I told them to chill. Yeah, if you message them and let them know like, hey, this was an error on your part, then you don't really, yeah, they'll unban you. Surfs got banned twice and then got unbanned twice. So as long as you put in and let them know that, hey, it was a sold listing, they just don't want people delisting, relisting. I guess some people, I'm assuming people who use Vindu, because Vindu you can just click a button and delist. Even if you just listed the item, you can delist and relist it. And to game the system, they were doing that multiple times to get their items pushed to the top of search and pushed to the newly listed page, and that was causing a lot of friction on the site, I guess, from what I'm hearing. But I never use that. So what are we doing? I was just listing with Nifty. I literally started the live showing that I've never used this tool before on Nifty. I've been promoting it forever and never used it. Made that video today, used it once, and I was sold. I literally made that video. I listed one item with it, saw how it worked, and I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And then I made that video. Because like I said, Tech put his video out today that he made a AI tool. He said in the video that his was the first ever to use photos and be able to create an AI tool or create a listing via AI. And I was like, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's correct. I'm going to make a video showing that Nifty does the same exact thing. And Nifty's been around for a while. So that's why I made that video. Again, shout out to Tech. He knows his stuff. But I will say that I think he was wrong when he made that video saying that his was the first. Although his is going to be different. His is going to use keywords and all that stuff for his listings, specific to eBay. It's going to be specific to eBay sellers, people who only sell on eBay, whereas Nifty is specific to people that sell on multiple platforms, just like Vindu. I think Vindu has an AI lister too. I think List Perfectly has an AI lister too. I think every big cross lister has one. It's just which one is the best right now. Do a lot better on Posh now. Maybe it's helping that those weren't gaming the system. Maybe. I was really surprised when I sold that Ralph Lauren within an hour because I usually don't have that happen. I figured it was something to do with all the keywords that Nifty put in that I usually don't put in. But we'll see. I'm now going to start listing all of my new inventory, and it's going to have all those built listings that are modified to help push the item in the algorithm from Nifty. So I'll see how the next couple weeks go, and I'll let you guys know. But that's it for the live. I put the link for Nifty. It's always in the description of this video, or it's in my bio. If you guys watch this video and you're interested, feel free to click that link. If not, you want to still watch a couple more videos, I'll probably be on live probably tomorrow at some point listing. Because like I said, Kayla's going to be at the movies with the kiddos, so I will be here and I'll be listing. I'll get some work done. So we're not going thrifting tomorrow. I got a bunch of stuff to get done around the house. So you're live? I'm always live. I'm always live. I've been live all day, Christy. I've been live since 8 a.m. today. I haven't got off the computer. I'm about to for the first time. Been live. No, I'm just kidding. I've been live all day. I was live earlier today doing a live thrift. So if you missed the live thrift, it's posted on Facebook. You can go watch it right now. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow morning shipping out orders, and then we'll probably do some Nifty listings at the end of the live. And yeah, no Whatnot show this weekend. So have a great weekend if you're not going to come to the live tomorrow. And I appreciate